So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I plan on making $100,000 or hitting $10,000 a month. So let's get on with it. First, let me move my mic out the way, or okay. But yeah, so I'm going to show you my step-by-step plan on how I plan on doing that this entire year. So obviously, I gotta have my goals in place. I got Notion pulled up right here, but my first step is going to be get a funded account. And I'm going to get a 50K funded account on my funded futures, which basically allows me to have a 50K account, and the evaluation phase I have to pass it by hitting $53,000, and then I can fail it if I hit 47,500,000. But basically, if I pass this, I have to get 5 winning days of $200, and my first payout will be $1,200 after 5 days after I pass the evaluation phase. After that, what I'm going to do with the 1.2K is buy 3 of those accounts and then do the same thing over and again, which will then bring me to 1.2K times 3, which is 3.6 thousand dollars with 3 my funded future accounts for my first payout. That's how I plan on getting my first $3,000. Now, in order to get these funded accounts, I need to have, let's see, it's $97 as of this year. They changed the rules. $97 for a $50,000 funded account on my funded futures. So, what am I gonna do to get the $97? I'm gonna go on Indeed.com and I'm gonna find a job. Just kidding, but I'm sure you guys can come up with $97. Like, it's not that hard. Just come up with $97 and you can get access to a 50K funded account if you know how to trade. What am I going to do next? I'm going to, so besides funded accounts, I also trade options, and I'm going to show you guys my strategy. So I'm going to put some money into a day trading account, trading options. Now, that's my plan on how I plan on getting into 10K months or $100,000 by the end of 2025. The strategy that I'm going to be using is going to be a 5-minute break and retest of a fair value gap on certain key levels. I cannot type levels. Now, let me break this strategy down further and make it a bit more detailed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the 5-minute time frame, right? Look for a fair value gap. Now I'm going to go over the charts in a little bit and show everything. Now, go down. Oh no, before I do that, second step is going to be make sure FEG is near key level such as previous day high and low or pre-market high and low. So actually, yeah, I'm dumb. This is going to be the first step. Mark out my previous day high and previous day low, my pre-market high and pre-market low, and then I'm going to look for a 5-minute FVG to form at those levels. Then I'm going to go down to a 1-minute time frame and look for either strong buyers or sellers. Now, this is the same strategy I'm going to be using on the funded account and my options account. Now, this strategy is something I've backtested. It's shown to be good. I'm going to show you guys examples. Let's get into the charts real quick. Let's say we have Tesla here, right? As you can see, I already have some marked out, like right here. What do we have here? Let's see, is this? Yep, right here. Let me get my horizontal rate. So on the 5-minute on Tesla, what do we see here? This is our pre-market high right there. We have pre-market low. We don't need to market because price didn't go there, but this is this is previous day high. Okay, we're gonna make that green. If you look here on the 5-minute, we have this tiny little fair value gap. Now, normally I wouldn't trade. This isn't the best setup, but as you can see, we have a little fair value gap right there. Now, those of you that don't know what a fair value gap, it's basically this. You have a green candle, let's say. So you have a candle, and you have another candle, right? And then you have a third candle. And as you can see, the wicks of these candles don't what's it called? Like, let's say this was a wick. Can I move that over? Okay, I can't. But is there a drawing tool? Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, right here. So let's say the wicks, why can't I draw there? All right, basically, you guys get what I'm saying. The wicks don't overlap the body of the candle. So in this scenario, this gap right here would be the fair value gap, because there's no wicks from either side of the candles. It's a 3 candle bar, like right here. Look, perfect example. You have an up candle, another up candle, and another up candle. You see right here on the middle candle, the wicks of the previous candle and the candle after that they leave this gap right here. So this right here would be a fair value gap. Same here. You got 3 candle run. This candle's wicks and this candle's wicks they leave a gap in imbalance between this candle in the middle. That's another what's it called, fair value gap. Same thing to the downside. We have 1, 2, 3 candles right here, and the previous candle, the middle one, and the candle after that leave an imbalance gap in the middle. That is our fair value gap. That's where sellers and buyers are strong and waiting for price to come back. So that's what we're basically looking for. So here, where is it? Pre-market high and previous day high, right? Normally we'd mark out the lows, but I'm not going to in this scenario. What do? We have a little fair value gap that forms right there. Now, like I said, this isn't the best example, but let's mark it out. Now I'm going to come onto the 1 minute and look for a strong buy signal. My buy signal is just price that's looking strong. As you can see, we failed to close 1, 2, 3, 4 times right here on this fair value gap, which shows it's strong and it's holding. Now, what I look for is displacement or an inversion of a fair value gap. Now, inversion of a fair value gap would be a fair value gap going up. Like, see, this is a fair value gap, right? Right here. Now, instead of coming back into the fair value gap and bouncing off of it, what it does is it breaks through. It closes through. Instead of using it as support, it breaks through it, and it goes in the opposite direction. So this candle right here inverted this fair value gap because it closed in the opposite direction of the bounce. So we come here, what do we see? We see multiple rejections off of this fair value gap. And we have this candle right here, which closes a bit stronger than all the other candles, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 candles, it closes above 4 of the previous candles in 1 candle. So that would be my entry, and my stop loss would be right below that fair value gap. Or I'd just do this candle because it's not that far. And I would target half day. That'd be my first target. And then, other levels. Another example is, let's go to the 5 minute again. Let's go to QQQ. Let's see. I have this marked out right here. We have that's pre-market low right there. Previous day low right there. Let's make that red. So we got the previous day high and pre-market high as well. We would obviously mark all of those out. Just to save time, I'm not going to. But here, pre-market low, what do? We break and then we bounce off of it, but we come back again and we break it, right? The second candle, look at that, forms a massive fair value gap. A fair value gap that is this big. 8 times out of 10, it will hold. It will hold. So what do? What's the next step? The next step was key level, go down to the 1 minute time frame and look for either strong buyers or sellers. Since it closed below, we're going to look for strong sellers. What do we see? Come back down to the 1 minute. What do we get? Where is it at? Oh, I gotta find it. Right here. Let me replay it. Is that it? Yes. Perfect. Let me replay a little bit more. So we got that 5 minute fair value gap form right there. We're going to come back down to the 1 minute right here, and we're going to wait for a retest of it. Let's go. We're looking for strong price action around here. Now, since this is going to the downside, we're looking for a, break. We got the break. Form the fair value gap. Now we're looking for a retest of this fair value gap looking for a move down, going down. Let's see. So that's a nice strong candle right there. I'm still gonna wait. Right there, bam. The reason I wanted to wait is because we have this little fair value gap right here. And earlier I said, besides displacement, which would be that candle right there, you want to see an inversion. Now, this candle barely inverted it, so it's not the best, because as you can see, it closed below this fair value gap instead of bouncing off of it. You could wait another candle right here. Now, see, that is displacement and we inverted. So that is showing strong sellers. So let's say we go short here. Stop loss right there. First take profit is going to be, let's look for a level because that is just way too small. Actually, no, hold up. Yeah, no, my stop loss would be right here. Because we inverted the fair value gap, right? So this is gonna be a 1-to-1. It's not the best setup, but it's QQQ. A 1-to-1's good. Let's say we sold, okay? Right here, and our take profit was gonna be right there. Our stop loss is right there. Let's see. Any bounce levels. Let's say our target is right here. That's a nice little area rejection. That's a key level right there. That's just a level where prices fail to break out of and it's coming back to test it. So our take profits will be right there. So we're risking $1,000 to make 1,000. Hold up. It's not a 1-to-2, but it's a 1-to-4. We're risking 1,000 to make 1,400. Let's see if this plays out. Bam, takes it out. Let's see. Look, it still keeps going. Just keeps going. But this strategy, I've back tested it multiple times. It doesn't happen as often. So it's one of those strategies you gotta be patient for, and being patient is something I have to work on. So that is my strategy. That's how I plan on making money in the markets this year. And as you can see, that trade netted us $1,470. That's obviously not real money. But that's the trading strategy I'm going to use to make $10,000 a month. But now, those of you that don't like 5 minutes, you can also do the same thing on the 3 minutes. I've done this on the 3-minute time frame as well. Hold up. On the 3-minute time frame as well. Seems to work out. Like here, we broke previous market low, got a fair value gap. You can wait for a retest on the 3 minutes. So sometimes, obviously, the 5 minutes going to be stronger than the 5 minute fair value gaps are stronger than the 3 minute fair value gaps. But either way, it works. You just got to make sure you back test it and you play it out yourself before you just go into effect. But that is my strategy for 2025 as a new beginner trader, and that is what I'm going to do in order to make $100,000 this month or this year. Hopefully by the end of the year I'm able to do it monthly. But I'm also going to be documenting all my trades on here for you guys to see, and I'm going to be held accountable by posting it in here because obviously, you know, I want to be as transparent with you as 100% possible. So that's just my little video on my strategy and my idea for this year. Catch you guys in the next one.